Welcome back to my channel and thank you so much for watching. Today's tutorial is everyday makeup. Right, I'm totally kidding. I've been filming for about 4 hours now and I'm done. I'm really done. So as you can see, I'm jingling. Yeah, so today's makeup, I wasn't really sure where I was going. I've always wanted to do like a kind of fortune teller, like gypsy kind of lady with a third eye, so I made my own like prosthetic eye using gelatin and latex. I'm not sure, I don't know how it looks. Let me know what you think. Like, I love the rest of the makeup, just done a really kind of like fortune teller-esque makeup but glam. Yeah, I don't really know where I was going with it. I hope you like it and I hope it inspires you. So this is my first makeup for Halloween this year. Let me know what you want to see down below. Hope you like this look. If you want to see how I got it, then just keep on watching. Okay, so I don't really know where I'm going with this look. I'm literally just gonna kind of see where it takes me. I always feel like Halloween looks, or like abstract looks, or any sort of looks, I always do better when I have no idea what I'm doing, or if I just kind of go with the flow. Please ignore my hair. Okay, so I'm going to start by contouring the shit out of my face. So I'm going to use Shadester contour powder by MAC, and I'm just going to basically follow the natural hollows of my face. So you just want to make sure you're using a nice big fluffy brush and circular motions. Because this is a Halloween look, you can get away with really building up. Okay, so I'm gonna leave the skin like that. I'll go in with other colours later, but I'm unsure on the colour theme. So I'm going to start with the eyes and go from there. So I'm firstly going to use Soft Ochre Paint Pot by MAC, and I'm just going to use that to prime my eyes. So to start off by mapping out my shape, I'm going to use Passionate Eyeshadow by MAC. And I'm going to use that in the crease of my eye. And you're probably not going to be able to see this colour later on. I just kind of want to use it to like map out my shape. Then using my Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette, I'm going to go in with the shade Love Letter and deepen that up a little bit more. And I'm going to start to create my shape on the outer corner. Oops. So I just went ahead and added the purple from the JACLYN Hill palette, which is this one here. I don't have the sheet of names, so I will link the, well, I'll put the colour down below. So I'm using that on a MAC 221 brush. I'm starting that at the outer corner and through the natural crease. Okay, so I'm just going to take my eyeliner by MAC, this is Smolder, and I'm going to put that in the waterline. Please excuse the face. Cute. So I'm now going to smudge that out using a 239 shader brush by MAC, and I'm going to use the shade Love Letter from the Modern Renaissance palette. So I'm going to tap loads of that off and smudge that out. And don't worry, you can be messy with this. Then also that purple shade from the JACLYN Hill palette. Then using the really vibrant red in the palette, I'm going to run that over the edges of the purple. So like I said, don't worry if it's like really messy, because it's Halloween. So I'm just going in with my first brush, because although I want it messy, I do still kind of want it blended. So I'm going to go in with the shade Stars and, let me just check, Stars and Rockets? Yeah, Stars and Rockets by MAC. And I'm going to run that over the edges. I love the finish of this shade because it's kind of, I think it may be like a frost or something, but it really helps to like diffuse your edges. Like if you're using like purple tones, I love using this right on the edge. So now we're going to kind of like start bringing it onto the face now, because I feel like that I've got my base there. So I'm going to start to, like I said, use that Stars and Rockets and blend it onto the cheekbone. And I'm just going to add a little bit of highlight to kind of map out where I want my colours. So obviously I want my lighter colours to be right at the highest point of my cheekbone. So by using your highlighter, you can kind of map out where you want it. Then I'm going to start to use the Love Letter as a contour. I'm just using that on a MAC 224 brush. So I'm just using a little bit more of that red from the JACLYN Hill palette. Just around my edges. I'm just going to bring that Love Letter shade around my hairline as well. I think I am going to be wearing like some sort of like scarf around my head, but I just want to do this just in case you can see it. So just basically repeating the steps of what I done earlier. Okay, so I am now going to like cut my crease. I'm going to use Pro Longwear concealer and my MAC 228 brush. Just because I wanted that look to be a little bit more extra. Okay, so whilst we wait for that concealer to dry, I'm going to do the lips. So using the same colours as earlier. And I'm just using that gold from the palette right in the centre of the lip. So I'm going to go in with that gold shade now from the JACLYN Hill palette, and I'm going to carve out that bit where I put the concealer. So everything that we've done like on the contour, we're going to do in the natural contours of our collarbones now. So just repeat that step using the same colours, just really roughly. Just popped some lashes on and just like deepened everything up, as you can see. Now I'm gonna finally, this is like 2 seconds. So now I'm gonna do something that I've been like trying to plan for like over a week, and I spent my whole day basically trying to make a prosthetic eye. So this is the result. I used gelatin. I may insert some of the footage now if this video isn't too long, but I'll put down below how I made it. So I just made my own gelatin eye and I just painted it with nail polish. So I'm going to stick it in the middle and then hopefully make a lid out of latex. We shall see. Okay, so I've just applied some adhesive on the back, and when it gets tacky you just want to apply it like so in the centre. So because I didn't want it just sticking out, 2 seconds, I didn't want it sticking out just like on its own, so I made like this little eyelid thing from, I literally just used latex and some cotton wool. Like I said before, if the video is not too long, I'll insert some footage of me making it. So I kind of just like roughly made it whilst it was wet, and then once it was dry, I've literally just trimmed it to shape. And it's not quite how I wanted it, but it will do. And bear in mind, this is not the greatest like latex piece, or like, you know, it's just not that great, so please excuse that. Just got that in place. And I'm just going to add a little bit of liquid latex in the gaps. And just round the seams. Like I said, this is not like I don't do prosthetics at all, so yeah. And with some like cotton wool, I'm just going to add that right into the gap, because I made the like eyelid thing just a little bit too big for the eye, so I'm just gonna add that in there just to fill the gap. And I'm just gonna add a little bit of latex kind of around the ridges, so it's kind of like coming out of my skin. Now using a lipstick colour, I'm just gonna add the waterline. Guys, this is like not great. I think that you are really shit. I'm just gonna kind of mimic what I've got on my own eye on my prosthetic eye. So I'm just applying my fake lash to the eye. your look is complete.
Okay guys, this look is done. Don't forget to add some blood to hide the fact that you messed up. It's a great tool to hide any mistakes. Add your costume. I got my scarf from Amazon. I just typed in scarf with coins, which is actually a belly dancer skirt, which I'll never use again. And yeah, that is the look complete. I really hope you liked it. Don't forget to subscribe, and you'll see me in my next one. Bye!